Okay, grab your tea because King Charles just walked himself right into royal chaos. Again, I mean, seriously, after the interviews, the lawsuits, the Oprah bombshell, the Netflix chaos, and that book, he still thought a private peace talk with Harry might work out? Oh, bless his royal heart. But wait, plot twist. Within days of this supposed hush-hush sit-down, boom. It splashed across the Daily Mail like a headline from a soap opera. Cameras click, time leak, names out. Oh, and the drink menu practically published. Guess who's smack in the middle of it all? Surprise, surprise, Meghan and Harry. Again. And was Charles seriously shocked that this didn't stay under wraps? He was probably picturing this quiet, heartfelt father-son reunion, maybe a hug, maybe some tears. But nope, he should have known better. Because when you play with fire, aka the Sussexes, you always get scorched. Guess who? Haunted. And the byline on the leak? Oh, you're going to scream. Charlotte Griffiths. Not just any royal reporter, mind you. This woman has basically been Harry's personal press squad for months. She's been feeding us this narrative of Harry as the poor lost prince, aching to return to his royal roots, so misunderstood. So when her name's on this exclusive leak, it's not just suspicious, it's blatant. Now let's talk about where this so private meeting happened. Some random corner cafe? Nope. Some public restaurant? Please. It was a members-only elite club in London. Think of it like a secret fortress where the rich and royal go to hide. Paparazzi don't just wander into this place. You'd need MI6 clearance just to peek through the windows. And yet, somehow, the press was there. Right place, right time, perfect shots, perfect timing. Are we really buying that it was just luck? Ugh, come on. Either someone on the inside is utterly clueless or someone set this up. And what does Team Sussex do after it all blows up? You know the drill. Deny, deflect, then feed their version to the Telegraph, their preferred media lapdog. Suddenly we're hearing that they're the frustrated ones, that they didn't leak anything, that they just want peace. Yeah, okay. And I'm the Duchess of Yorkshire Pudding. Every single time there's a hint of royal reconciliation, like magic, Harry and Meghan's favorite journalists get all the juicy details. You'd think they were hiding under the palace floorboards, but here's what's worse. King Charles actually fell for it. Again, poor man probably thinks he can still patch things up with a son who turned the royal family into a global content strategy. And people around him, they're still encouraging it. They still think there's hope. Meanwhile, Prince William, he wasn't even in the room, wasn't involved, watching from the sidelines like, told you so, Dad. Because, let's be real, every time the firm tries to throw a rope to Harry and Meghan, it turns into betrayal spin and a full-blown media circus. And oh, the timing. Chef's kiss of sabotage. This secret meeting just so happened to leak the exact same weekend Princess Catherine, Prince George, and little Charlotte were at Wimbledon. Remember that stunning moment? Catherine looking radiant, George and Charlotte absolutely adorable. That should have been the royal headline. But no, thanks to you-know-who, that wholesome moment was shoved aside to make room for drama. Yet again. You see the pattern, right? Meghan and Harry always know exactly when to drop a headline bomb. It's a distraction game. And they're experts at it. This isn't about peace. It's not about healing. It's a power play, a calculated move to stay relevant, to keep their names in the headlines. And Charles, bless him, either doesn't see it or refuses to. All right, so let's talk about this leak, because this wasn't some shady paparazzo with a long lens hiding in a bush. Nope, the photos crystal clear. And the credit, Steve Burton. A Daily Mail staff photographer, not freelance, not some rando, a pro, booked and scheduled. Translation, this wasn't a coincidence. It wasn't even a leak. It was a full-blown planned media drop. Someone gave Steve exact instructions. Someone let him in. That's not damage control. That's a publicity stunt. And let's not forget, this club where they met, it's not just secure, it's impenetrable. The only way Steve Burton got that shot is if someone from inside tipped him off. And who would do that? Not the palace. Oh, no. Buckingham doesn't work like that. They don't call up reporters, especially not ones pushing pro-Sussex narratives. And Charlotte Griffiths? She's been pushing this whole Harry wants to come home fantasy since like Christmas, so why would the royals feed her the scoop of the year? Spoiler, they wouldn't. Which means someone else is pulling the strings here. And if we're pointing fingers, look no further than Team Sussex. And guess who's suddenly being name-dropped all over this peace meeting article? Meredith Maines. Meghan's new PR queen bee, Silicon Valley alum, ex-Google, a real resume darling. Oh, and Leah Maguire, magically back in the UK, coordinating the Sussexes' media moves like it's a Netflix season finale. So let's put this together, shall we? You've got a secret royal meeting. The press gets tipped off, a full-on Daily Mail photographer gets invited in, Charlotte Griffiths gets the scoop, and somehow the article just happens to gush over Meghan's new team like it's an awards pitch. That's not journalism. That's a PR trade. You give access, they give fluff. It's media manipulation 101, and Team Sausage is playing it like pros. Now let's get real about what this means. Meghan and Harry aren't just dipping their toes back into royal waters, they're practically doing cannonballs. Because without the royal ties, what even are they? A former prince and his actress wife trying to sell podcasts and memoirs? That's a hard sell when people are already tired of the drama. But slap a little royal dust on top, boom. Netflix interest, speaking deals, book sales. The brand lives and dies by how close they are to the crown. And Charles? He's handing them that crown proximity on a silver tray. Why? Maybe it's guilt, maybe it's love, maybe it's the cancer talking, maybe it's just this dying wish to fix his family before it's too late. But what he's not seeing is the game. He thinks he's talking to his son. He's actually dealing with a business operation, a highly polished PR machine with one mission: stay relevant, stay royal adjacent, keep the cash flowing, and every time he lets them in, even a little, that machine kicks into high gear. Stage the moment, leak the narrative, shape the story, spin it till the crown looks cruel and the Sussexes look like martyrs. It's ruthless, and it's working. Meanwhile, the ones playing by the rules, William and Catherine, are sitting back, watching their own family get dragged through the mud again. And William? He's done. He didn't show up to the summit because he's not falling for it. Not this time. He sees the truth. He knows that every time the crown tries to welcome Harry and Meghan back, it ends in disaster. The silence from William? That's not distance. That's a message. Now let's get into the most rage-inducing part of this whole circus. Do you remember the photos from Wimbledon? Picture it, Princess Catherine, radiant as ever, stepping out with Prince George and Princess Charlotte, all smiles and grace, a real royal fairy tale moment. She hadn't been seen much since her illness, and here she was glowing, elegant, the very definition of dignity. The crowd loved it, the internet loved it, the media eating it up. That was supposed to be the front page. That was the monarchy showing its strength, its future, its beauty. But nope, that perfect, polished family moment was shoved aside like yesterday's headlines. Why? Because the secret summit leak conveniently dropped just in time to hijack the headlines. A coincidence? Please, we know better. This wasn't just poor timing. This was strategic sabotage. Meghan and Harry's drama once again stole the spotlight right out from under Catherine's feet. And it's not the first time. Every time the working royals give us a feel-good moment, Team Sussex crashes through with the bombshell. It's like clockwork. A baby announcement during a royal tour? Check. A lawsuit right before a jubilee? You bet. And now, a secret meeting leak right when Catherine makes a rare public appearance? That's not an accident, that's a pattern. And people are starting to notice. Look at the forums, scroll through X, Reddit, even YouTube. The public isn't buying the Sussexes' redemption arc anymore. They see through the filters, the carefully curated family photos, the staged "we're just like you" branding, the Meghan dancing clips, the emotional Harry interviews, the lifestyle rebrand. It's all smoke and mirrors, because the truth is, without their royal connection, they're just two celebrities clinging to relevance. But with just enough royal drama, they stay marketable. They stay sellable. Meanwhile, the real royals, the ones who stayed, who didn't run to Netflix, who didn't turn private grief into content, are trying to carry on with their heads high. William and Catherine are showing up, doing the job, keeping the crown together with pure discipline. And this is where Charles has to make a decision. Not as a father, not as a soft-hearted man who wants to see his family whole, but as a king, because you cannot serve two masters. He can't keep trying to be the dad who saves the day and the monarch who preserves the crown. It's tearing the institution apart. If Harry and Meghan want peace, fine, but that peace cannot come with headlines, photo ops, and PR games. It can't come at the expense of Catherine's health, William's dignity, or the monarchy's credibility. The palace can't keep getting played like this. No more staged leaks, no more meetings that turn into media blitzes, no more puff pieces disguised as royal healing, because let's be honest, the Sussex brand lives on borrowed royalty. Take away the titles, the proximity, the drama, there's nothing left. Their whole brand collapses without that link to the crown. That's why they'll never walk away fully. That's why they'll never let things cool. They need the drama. They need the conflict. Without it, they fade. And Charles? He's feeding it. Whether it's guilt, love, or delusion, it doesn't matter. Every time he lets them back in, they weaponize it. Every olive branch becomes kindling for their next PR bonfire. Even the aides know it. Kensington knows it. William especially knows it. And Nate. And that's why he's keeping his distance. That's why he didn't attend the meeting. That's why he's letting his silence speak louder than any press release. He's done with the games. He's not going to let the firm be pulled into another mess, because this isn't just about Harry. This is about protecting the institution, the future. And if Charles can't see that, then maybe it's time for William to take the wheel.